We were looking for artists to create work in Weymouth and Portland, contemporary installation work, sound work, visual arts, that would be exploring different sites and locations and animating those, but those not being the kind of typical places that tourists would normally visit when they come to Weymouth and Portland.
I'm a sculptor from Weymouth and I'm doing a piece about the Olympics coming to the town. I went to an Olympic village in Sydney where they had the Games in 2007. The Olympic circus comes to town and after it finishes, after 2 weeks, everybody leaves. And then does it go back to normal, or do we have millions of people like for the 2 weeks, or does it peter out? And that's what really the piece is about. So it's that attraction to it. The electromagnetism is holding everything there, and organisations, people are trying to fight for money, but then after the Olympics we can switch it off and everything goes away. A famous artist said to me, he said that the best thing you can do as a young artist is make it big and make it often.
And this is just the location as it is, lent to me by the fishermen and the local people. The piece that I've made is a sound installation, and it's from recordings taken on Portland, working with musicians and local people. So it is really all sounds on Portland from Portlanders. So you hear lots about the rocks and the quarrymen and the work, the breaking of the rocks, and this is all somehow it feels to me as if it's sort of embedded in the place, very much to do with the geography and the landscape as well. So it's a kind of lyrical perhaps, or slightly imaginative kind of take on aspects of Portland that you might not see every day. You know, it should be good for people to see and enjoyable, and you know, as they wander through they can pick up on whatever they fancy really.
I like working outside. I like reacting to environments. There's a tailor in the village who's quite old. He's got a lovely old shop, and that seemed to be a good starting point. I was thinking of the way he uses cloth and materials to make something else. So it's a transformation of materials. And surfaces, that's what interested me, I guess, also. It's one of those things where you want to think about over a long period of time. You make things, you're not always sure what they mean, you're not always sure where they're heading, and sometimes it takes a long time to understand what you've done.
We're hoping that from the artist's point of view that they find the experience stimulating and they'll want to participate or come to see work again when we put it on in 2012. And from the audience point of view, we hope that they get to see artworks that don't necessarily come to places like Weymouth and Portland very often, and that they see them and they get to see local areas in a way that they wouldn't have necessarily seen before. So yeah, making those quirky places quite animated and lively.